it's Kai from Invincible Bricks, and today we're going to try and make Cecil, Stedman, and Donald, I forgot his last name is, I have to Google that in a minute, but yeah. I'm trying to put out as many videos as I can daily, because it's the half term, so I get a little bit of a break, and obviously soon enough I'm going to have school again, so, you know, I'm trying to do as much as I can, and even when I have school, I'm going to try and put out some more videos. Also like to say, there's a new channel, which I'm sharing with someone else. It's called Invincible Narrative. We're going to be making some videos together. I got some cool plans. It's nothing to do with Lego, it's just stuff to do with Invincible, which, like I said in my description and in some of my videos, I really like Invincible. And that's why I will make Cecil Donald. So let's get straight to the customizer. And we're in the customizer. So his name, Cecil Stedman. I put him as a hero, because, I mean, basically a hero. I put him at the GCPD, because there's not really anything else. Also, it's the GGA kind of, it sounds a little bit like that. Okay, so I'm going to start with the hair. I have a feeling that this hair is going to be a little bit of a challenge. If you look at him, he has a very unique hair. This could work, actually. I'm not going to lie, this guy's like a receding hairline, so spiked though one's not going to work. Oh. Okay, this is gonna definitely... Okay, other than Mohawk Mark, which I will be making soon, this is gonna be one of the hardest characters to make, mainly because of their hair. And I think you're gonna... Okay, go for Swept Back Long. I think that's the only one that really works. Beast Boy, actually. I mean, I don't want to use Beast Boy, because... Ooh. Does that work? I'm definitely going to use this for Immortal. Yeah, you know what? That works. I feel like that works with Cecil. Okay, you want to do General Zod for the hair. And you want to make both of the colors in, like, this, the brightest gray, I think it is. Let me get a picture. He has that scar type thing on his mouth. From, you know, I'm not going to spoil his origin story. But he has that scar type thing on his mouth. Which is, like, his skin. So I don't know how I'm gonna get that. Also, this hair isn't the best, since his hair's kind of longer. But okay, yeah, like I was saying, we need to get that face. I don't think there's gonna be any faces here that are gonna work. This kind of looks like art. Okay, that's not what I'm meant to be focusing on. I'm not making art. At least not yet. I mean, I might eventually, but... Preset faces. I don't know how I'm gonna get that look. Ignore this for a second. Yeah, no. Perry White could work, but it just looks really, really weird. That's a good face for the Rihanna man. Okay, yeah, Cecil was definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be to make. You could have just changed the color. No, I'm joking. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to just use something like this, or... What was the color? What was the face that I saw? We're gonna use Perry White, and I don't know. He has very thick eyebrows in this. Yeah, no, we're not using Perry White. We're gonna use. He doesn't have any facial hair, so you want to go for. Where's the one with just wrinkles? Yeah, this one. You want to go for Custom Head 28 in a peach color. Oh my god, I'm selling. Cecil, why'd you have to be so hard to make? And then you want to go face decal. This is the eyebrows. You want to do the same color they use for the hair, and one darker. Wrinkles, just do one color darker than skin color, because we do want to show some wrinkles to kind of, you know, make it look a little bit more realistic. So yeah, we're gonna go for Custom Head 28 in a peach color. And then you want to go face decal. This is the eyebrows. You want to do the same color they use for the hair, and one darker. Wrinkles, just do one color darker than skin color, because we do want to show some wrinkles to kind of you know, he has the thing on his, like, on the right side of his face, and that's, obviously we can't do that, so you're gonna have to use your imagination. Yeah, so for his arms, they're plain. You want to use Alfred, because it has this little, like, buttons at the end, which just gives us a little bit more detail than just plain. And you want to do dark, I think it's dark blue, I think there's a dark, it looks dark blue to me. His hands, we just want to do skin color. His chest piece is a suit, of course. So let's go through the suit too. Alfred won't work. Go for Clark Kent. Yeah, this is actually perfect. Hold up. In dark blue, you do Clark. Oh my god, this is really good actually. Keep the waist piece as plain in dark blue. For the legs, you need brown boots. So I think, yeah, we're just gonna do boots, dark blue, and this dark brown, and there's Cecil. I kind of, wait, let's take off that cape actually real quick. We don't need a cape, obviously. If you use your imagination, you can see it, I feel like. Left hand glow, I don't think he needs this, but I'm gonna just, you know, do it anyway. Dark red, style 1. And as I do for most of my guys, jump slam 1, color, just regular black. Personality, health icon, I am going to do silver. Health type is, of course, not invincible. Standard health. Voice, I'm just going to do O2. Target, going to do Mercy Graves. Speed, none. Animation, I'm going to do normal. I think normal, this is the first guy that fits normal. So you can give him a gun. I'm not going to be giving him a gun for this. But if you do want to give him a gun, do pistol. And just do that in, like, a dark grey, like this grey. I'm not going to give him a gun for this. I mean, I might if he needs more abilities or something. Okay, so he cannot grow. He cannot fly. So I'm going to give him double jump, but not the front flip. Because, I mean, I don't even know how old this guy is at this point. Just do double jump 1. No hyper jump. Press square is nothing. Hold square. I'm gonna do destroy mode 1. Press circle. I think detective mode definitely makes the most sense. And I'm gonna do this in like this silver. Now hold circle. There's not a lot, but in my opinion makes sense. I'm gonna just do drone. And you wanna pick drone 3. Skills. Cannot get. Okay, let's start from the top. I'm gonna give him tech. And I'm gonna give him grapple. Just give him some more abilities. I'm gonna do the rope in black. And the gun in dark grey. And I chose rope style 04. I'm gonna give him tech. I wouldn't say he's the most tech guy, but you know. I'm not gonna give him acrobat. I'm not gonna give him wall climb. I'm not gonna give him smash or super strength. No beam deflect. I'm gonna give him X-ray. Look, he's just spying. Wait, where's the one with the? Oh, I'm sick of this glitch. This glitch keeps happening where there's anything you pick choices. Okay, if it works, do X-ray style 1 with the what's it called? Binoculars. If it doesn't, then you know don't. Goon command, of course, makes sense. He's the CEO of the GDA. Tracking again, same reason. And I'm gonna do this in dark grey. Oh, but you cannot see that actually. I'm just doing normal grey. No hazard protection, illumination, and stealth. No weapons, basic information, you know. Next up, it's time to make Donald. Okay, so you want to put him as a hero. Put him at the Gotham City Police Department. Donald Ferguson is his whole name. Now, okay, I'm going to start with the hair, because I have a feeling that's going to be hard. I'm looking at his hair. I'm thinking comb over. Or slicked back, which works a lot better in my opinion. And his hair is like peach, almost brown. Yeah, you want to do this color. Now his face. Go to head. Go to head again. This is the custom head. You wanna pick. He doesn't really have any wrinkles. You just pick the like child face, which is custom head 16. Make that peach. Go to accessories. Give him biker sunglasses, I think, is what I'm gonna use. Let me just search a little bit more. If there's any other glasses that I think work well. Yeah, go with biker sunglasses. These are the best you're gonna get here. I don't like how there's like, you can't really okay. You know what, I feel like it looks empty. So I recommend you use face 28 instead, just so there's a little bit of wrinkles. Again, use biker sunglasses. And then for the wrinkles, just make them this color. Okay, first off, we're gonna do this suit. We're gonna do the same arms used on Cecil, which is Alfred. And you're gonna do these in this grey. This is the grey we're gonna use for the suit. His hands are peach. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't know why you're trying to make Donald, but if one of you guys wants to make Donald for some reason, I'm here to help you. Now, his suit is like done up, and he has a blue tie. That's a bit of a unique suit. I don't know if it's gonna be the easiest suit to find here. This is an option here. He obviously doesn't have a blue shirt, but he does have a blue tie, so that's an option. Obviously, I'm skipping a bunch of suits because I'm just denying them. I just feel like they don't work. Ken Clarkson could also work, but the colours are very much off. And it's not zipped up, like tied up anyway. I want to remind you guys, I don't have everything unlocked, so there's probably some pieces that you guys might have that I don't. So obviously, I always recommend you guys change around these characters I make, because you might be able to find something that's a little bit better than what I can create. But I'm gonna go for Clark Kent here. Let me make sure. Yeah, Clark Kent movie is the one I'm going for, which I think's DLC. If you don't want to use DLC, you can use like Ken Clarkson or whatever. Just something that looks kind of like this. You want to make that this grey for the hip piece. Now, his hips, you just want to do plain grey. I think, yeah. I mean, he has a belt, but it's under his jacket, like under his like suit jacket. So I recommend you do plain grey. And then for the boots, for the shoes or bags, whatever. You could either do Detective Bullock, or if you wanna do it, you literally see his shoes in like one frame throughout the whole show. He just wears black shoes, which I think doesn't have a lot of, you know, unique stuff. So I'm gonna just do Detective Bullock in this. Again, as I always do, style 1 in dark red, style 1 in black, let's go to personality. We're gonna do silver. Now, a spoiler coming up, so skip like 10 seconds if you don't want to have a spoiler. Donald Ferguson has died 39 times, and it is kind of like a robot body, so there might be some stuff that shows that. Okay, standard health, voice 02, target, Mercy Graves, normal speed. None of these really work. I'm gonna give them normal. Now the abilities, no hold triangle. For X, again, we're gonna give him double jump, and we're gonna do double jump style 1. No hyper jump. For press square, nothing. For hold square, we're gonna do it's gonna be very similar to what we had with Cecil. So that's destroy mode 1. Then for press circle, we're gonna do detective mode. We're gonna do grey like we did for Cecil. And for hold circle is gonna be drone access, and the same drone, type 3. Now the abilities, skills, whatever. Tech, I'm gonna give him. Grapple, I'm gonna do the same thing we just did, Cecil, like I said. Black rope, grapple gun, and even dark ray. Tech, yes, no acrobat, no wall climbing. I'm gonna give him super strength because of the spoiler I said a minute ago, and I'm also gonna give him smash walls. If it works, yeah, give him X-ray style 1, because you know how GTA always spying on people. Boom command, because you know GTA. Tracking, and just pick whatever color you want. I'm gonna do this. No hazard protection, yes illumination, and yes stealth. No weapons needed, and I've read down the basic information. Let's see how they look in game. And okay, I'm not the biggest fan of how these guys turn out. I think Cecil looks a lot better, because they both have really different, like, hairs and faces. I mean, Donald's face is pretty easy, except the glasses, and his hairs, of course, you know. Same for Cecil, his face is a lot harder to do. But yeah, the suit's spot on, I think, especially, what's his name? Donald's. Obviously, his shirt's not blue, but you know. Their abilities doesn't really matter. I don't think they turn out that bad. I thought these guys were going to be very easy to make. It was kind of shocking how, I wouldn't say hard, but you know. And obviously his hair isn't as long as it should be. But overall, I'm proud of it. Thank you guys for watching. If there's anyone you want to see next, please do comment, like, subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.